totally in line. You're going to be in order. All right? The scriptures even talk about how the women, was that in Isaiah, the 4th chapter? We always go into the 1st chapter where it talks about 7 women shall take hold of one man. Well, read further down.
Yeah.
A lot of these women, they're going to have to get burnt up. That's just what's going to have to happen. They got to go through the spirit of burning, man. And she didn't mention that part in her video. The scriptures say, who can abide the day of the Lord, man?
Well, unto you that
desire the day of the Lord. For what good is in it for you?
Yeah, for the day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she was like, she don't know. She unknowingly, she just wants to be put to death, man.
Yeah, she wants to be real quick
you know?
and easy.
Yeah. Put me out of my misery type. You know? That's what she was asking for. Because, yeah, people are groaning, people are tired of this. You know? But people are wicked.
Yeah.
That's what she didn't say that.
Yeah.
You know? People are wicked. So yes, this was coming. It's gonna purify the earth, and it's gonna judge you people, man. It's gonna burn you people up. You know? That's what it's gonna take to cleanse the earth from all the wickedness that's been polluting it. You know?
Who's
I had the brother grab something.
Genesis 6, right?
It's Genesis 6, but I also had him grab
2 Peter 3 and 10.
Bible Kushak.
This is the book of 2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works.
It's like the Lord coming as a thief in the night.
Yeah.
So it's like that day is going to come when you're not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
You're going to be on your regular daily scheduled program, whatever you think you're going to do that day, and it's just going to happen.
Yeah.
When they shall say peace and safety.
When they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction.
Sudden destruction. Sudden is like a thief in the night. So like,
yeah. And these people right now, they're clueless. They sense that something is wrong, and they seeing, these different so-called woes that's taking place, but they still don't understand the gravity and the severity of the time that we're really heading for, man.
Right, and that's going to happen in the last days. Because what Joel also says in the Acts, the Lord says He's going to pour upon His Spirit among all flesh.
Yep.
Your sons shall prophesy. Your women,
So dreams.
Your father dreams, something like that. Yeah. Prayer. But the Lord's putting that warning in people.
Yeah.
So that's why it's gonna hit harder when it's happening. Damn, I had a dream about this.
Yeah.
Whenever this was, so it's not gonna be like it's the same like Esau's doing with that with the gradualism, where he kind of show you before
Predictive program.
Predictive program.
Yeah.
The Most High is doing a righteous predictive program. By putting you into a 3D situation in a dream to where you're living it, and now when the shit come to pass, you're gonna be back into it.
And on top of that, like you said, not only are they having these visions and dreams, but they're coming across the men on the highways and hedges.
Yep.
You know, this is gonna be the biggest I told you so. Cause it's like, okay, I thought they were joking. You know,
because these rumors, these wars, and these rumors of wars are out more and more. Now you hear it more and more and more. North Korea's testing missiles. America's testing missiles. Russia's firing ballistic missiles. That's all you hear on the news now. So, yeah, it's repetitive, and now people, they hear it all the time. They hear the prophets, so it goes into their mind, and they have visions, man. The Lord puts visions in your head through hearing the words, And then He could just automatically put visions in your head if He wants,
the Lord
Strange.
does that, yeah.
Ain't no telling what He can do. But yeah, through repetitiveness, these people just keep hearing the wars, man. Because that's all we hear, war.
War and pestilence.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's repetitive, but they still don't get it.
Nope.
They
try to tune it out.
Yeah, they try to tune it out, saying those times are far off. Esau's, before that, for a while, they were hiding, and now they're boldly telling you.
Yeah.
Russia's doing this, like his brother was saying, North Korea is doing this, but people tuning it out. They're not in tune with the spirit. They don't understand that we're coming to a time where it's going to be a change of power. And when there's any time there's a change of power, whether it was the Persians and the Medes to the Greeks to the Romans, it was bloodshed. It was war. All right, and this transition coming from this wicked world, Esau's world, into the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be forever. Man, the whole world is going to move out of course. Everyone is going to be shaken up, even us. But we got the spirit of the Lord on us to keep us calm in the knowledge and the wisdom to keep us stable and level-headed during these times. But hey, people don't understand. Like, man, it's like a super big transition that we can't even that the scriptures can't even really put into words of what the fuck is really about to take place.
Let me say this. You said them, constantly put, the idea of war and, all these reports of these different apocalyptic phenomenon that you see happening in the world, all these different events, is repetitive for a reason.
Yeah.
And mainly it's for the nation of Israel, they need to hear this. The gospel got to go through the four corners of the earth before the end should come. All right, and think back to the time of Noah. Noah had over 100 years to warn them about how the Lord was going to flood this place. And throughout that whole time period, which 100 years, that's a pretty long time for in our eyes, right? He was out there warning them for a long ass time, and just imagine that's a long ass time to endure a bunch of scoffers,
Niggas,
bunch
bro.
of niggas, demons, people fucking with you, people saying, "Are you lying? You tripping? You crazy? You bugging out?"
And he was building.
And while he was building something, they thought he was crazy.
Hey, that's like, it kind of reminds me of when we were building the temple again, and you had to have you got motor in your one hand and worried about niggas. That's the same thing as Noah went through. You don't think niggas was trying to fuck with Noah, put hands on him because he was building this ark and prophesying at the same time? Same thing with
them out.
Yeah.
I got preach. Second Ezra chapter 8, verse 22. Actually, I started 1. Whose throne is inestimable, whose glory may not be comprehended, before whom the host of angels stand with trembling, whose service is conversant in wind and fire, whose word is true and sayings constant, whose commandment is strong and ordinance fearful.
Yep.
So same prophecies over and over again being brought out.
God, because like you said, this has to go out. All these rumors, all this repetitiveness, is for the elect to wake up. Because it's through the fear of the Lord that the elect are waking up. Through all this chaos that's going on in the world, the pestilences, the wickedness, the wars, or the water shortages, the food shortage. There's just so much happening that the elect hear this, see this, and it's something in them that was already in them. The Lord lights that spark back up. It sparks back up, and it puts the fear in you. It puts the fear in you to search it out, Like, man, like, shit, something's really about to happen.
Yeah, every man out here could easily, and y'all tuning in, I believe too, could easily go back and recount the moment that you took this truth seriously. What happened right before that? You realized you was done. You were through. You had nothing else. You had no answer for what you start to see happening in the earth, or something that you heard. Like, damn, if that shit really happened, I'm finished. What am I gonna do? Until you had that serious moment with yourself of understanding, like, unless I turn to God and He helped me, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna lose. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to convince the gainsayers. We're here to what does it say in 2 Corinthians?
Persuade men.
Yeah, we're here to persuade men.
Don't tear this world.
Yeah.
I used to think in the world, like, just get tired of this shit. I was like, fuck it, man. I just kill everybody. We need to have a whole reset. Not knowing that it was a way out of it, though.
Right.
It's like, man, okay, the Lord been to destroy this shit. I don't give a fuck if I gotta die in it. I'm just tired of this shit, tired of these people. But then you come into the truth, you realize like, okay, that's how you felt, but shit, it's a way out of this. It's a way to escape, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, so we know it's coming. It's just a
Can I hit this right? Yeah. Let me hit this real quick because we had it to go right now. It says Revelation 18 and 21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall the great city Babylon be thrown down and shall be found no more at all. So that's the level that woman we was talking about a moment ago doesn't understand is coming. She don't know that great violence will have to happen for this whole place. She's thinking go back and America will be the same. She'll still live in whatever city she do. Go back to work or find her a husband that'll be a good man now.
she'll think she'll survive World War III.
Oh, whatever is going on. No, that's not what the scriptures is talking about. Unless you're of the elect, you're not making it off America, man. Babylon the Great.
She obviously don't know about taking the truck either.
Right.
For the destruction.
Right. So whatever y'all brothers say.
Go ahead, bro. He had me hold something.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You got it. No, you got it.
It was going back.
This is 2nd Esdras chapter 13 and verse 29. It says, behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth. And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another.
That's a heavy level that she just didn't understand that's about to happen. I don't want to say it this way, but just for the people that to understand it, it's about to be the war of God versus Satan, so to speak. You know?
This is that war that Christians think already happened, and Satan gathered some angels, you know, and they fought against God.
It's like,
you know,
it's like the picture you see with the most high arm wrestling Satan shit.
Get the fuck out of here. Fucking red pitchfork.
you know. So this is that fight. Yeah, people are expecting, for the most part, people are expecting World War III to happen anytime. They just, you know, they want to put it off, but they know eventually it's going to happen. But they're not ready for that realm to open up, that spiritual realm to come through, and the angels come through.
You best to believe this shit is gonna get raw, man.
They ain't ready for that.
The death of the queen, they did a major ritual. The left hand side, they finna get this shit popping, man.
Oh, did you see the goat leading the procession?
Yes.
See that shit?
Yeah, I saw a goat.
Highly satanic, man.
But they just had ball.
They just opened CERN a month ago.
Months ago.
Yeah.
And before she died, they projected images of the queen at the Stonehenge.
Oh yeah.
The Stonehenge. You know what they did at the Stonehenge? Yeah.
Sacrifice.
Yeah.
You know.
So they're finna get help, which is just gonna be the last time they get that help. They're gonna get help from the left hand spirits, and it's gonna be, what was that, Revelation 12 and 12, the devil coming down with great wrath, man, because he know that he have but a short time.
He's gonna go
all out, man.
When we always talk about this time that we're coming into, what they call fall time, but we know it's a heavy demonic time where around Halloween, these wicked ass holidays, you got a lot of witchcraft, left hand energy being pushed out in the world, and these devils is behind the scene. They working. They putting up sacrifice. They praying. You know, they going to the Bohemian groves and shit like that. They're putting a lot of spirits and demons out there. They just had that big ass orgy shit in Arizona. You did a lesson on. And what do you think that's doing? That's conjuring up demons. You know, to go forth in the world to try to pollute your minds even more and distract you with what really is going on.
Yep.
They're going to use that with these holidays that's coming up. These holidays, because the past couple of years, it's kind of been you know, because of C-19, but they about to go all out.
Yeah, this is
You know-
like the first